Yeah, okay, thank you. So yeah, now I am going to discuss about what Terraform. Okay, so what is the Terraform? What do you know about Terraform, guys? Any idea? So Terraform is a open source infrastructure as a code. Okay, can you tell me what are the other languages are there to automate services in cloud computing, especially in Azure? Any idea? I said right. What are the technologies are coming under infrastructure as a code? One is PowerShell. Okay, PowerShell. Using PowerShell, we can automate the services in Azure cloud. Next, second one. Okay, one ARM templates. Okay, so but
Sir, your voice is break actually. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Same for.
hello,
Yes, yes, you
guys,
are
am I
audible.
audible?
Yes, 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 sir, audible.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, what is the Terraform? Terraform is a open source infrastructure as a code. What is that, guys? Infrastructure as a code. So this was developed by HCL. Okay, this was developed by HCL. Okay, what is the full form of the HCL? HashiCorp. HashiCorp configuration language. Okay, HashiCorp configuration language. So the Terraform developed by HCL, HashiCorp configuration language. Why Terraform is first thing, it supports cross cloud platform. Why this is that much popular is it supports the what? Cross cloud platform. Cross cloud platform in a sense, what does it mean? So the
Between
template,
AWS and Azure.
yeah, the template which you have written, okay, that will be support in Azure, AWS, Google, Salesforce CRM, okay, other cloud technologies. Same template, we can reuse it for multiple cloud computing technologies. Best example, instead of Azure, if you replace with AWS keyword, same template, you can deploy it into AWS. Okay, yeah, like that. Only keywords has to be changed. Same template we can deploy into multiple cloud technologies. Clear? So Terraform is a open source and a more readable format. It contain what? More readable format. Okay, more readable format. So there is a official site terraform.io. What is that? Terraform.io. This is the official site. Even developers, whoever they would like to work on Terraform, they must and should use this site as a reference. Okay, whatever it is, AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, they have to use this site as a reference. Okay, yeah, see, initial itself they have mentioned automate infrastructure on any cloud Terraform. On any cloud means what does that mean?
Different cloud like AWS,
Yeah,
Azure.
Azure, AWS, Google Cloud. Okay, yeah, next. Now just to go to here documentation. Okay, yeah, see, directly they are given the statement. This is the exact definition of Terraform. What is the Terraform? Terraform is a infrastructure as a code. As I said, Terraform is a open source infrastructure as a code. Okay, it is used to automate services in any cloud. Okay, automate services in the sense, see, build, change, and version infrastructure safely, effectively. So using Terraform, you can build changing existing infrastructure for your project. Okay, it supports low-level components and high-level components. Okay, low-level components in the sense like storage, virtual machines, okay, networking, these are all. High-level components means DNS entries. If you want to automate something like software as a services, okay, we will use Terraform. It is quite common, same definition for any cloud computing, guys. Okay, clear? So this Terraform directly integrated with our Azure portal. Okay, I am repeating, this Terraform directly integrated with what? Our Azure portal. Okay, so that we will call it as Cloud Shell. Okay, now you people tell me, guys, what is the Cloud Shell? Anyone? What is the Cloud Shell?
It's nothing but a Terraform.
Yeah, Cloud Shell is a command line tool. Okay, Cloud Shell is a cloud-based CLI. Cloud-based CLI means command line interface. Okay, cloud-based and browser-based CLI. So to work on Terraform or PowerShell or ARM template, for that you need not have to install any manual tool on your local machine. Directly open the PowerShell on browser, try to execute the command and automate the services in cloud computing. Okay, now for that, as I said, what is the URL? shell.azure.com. What is that? shell.azure.com. Okay, so now you people tell me, guys, what is the Cloud Shell? Cloud Shell is a browser-based command line tool. It is the combination of, what is that? PowerShell, Terraform, ARM template, next Python as well. Even if you write the code using Python, directly you can execute it on top of what? What is that? This Cloud Shell only. So what does it require? What do you require to configure the Cloud Shell? Any idea? We have completed, right? What do you require to configure the Cloud Shell? We required storage account. Okay, under storage account, under file share, okay, under storage account, under file share, there would be one file that is .image file that will act as a reference. What is that? That will act as a reference to automate the services using Cloud Shell. Okay, that's why here directly it is asking create storage. Yes, I haven't, I do not have any storage account. Directly just click on create. It will create one storage account with a built-in name. Then Cloud Shell will be activated. See, just it will take a minute. Let us wait. Yes, see, requesting a Cloud Shell. Yeah, still it is creating background and acting as a reference file. Yeah, now if people tell me, guys, what is the latest version of Azure CLI? Last time when I was showing you, there was a one version number, right? What was that? Do you remember? What is the latest version of Cloud Shell? 2 point?
560.
Yeah. Okay, just type AZ-V 2.55. Last time when I was showing you, that is 2.53, guys. In our session itself, you can go and verify that recording. Okay, when I was showing you about Cloud Shell, the version was 2.53 or 54. That's it. 53. Okay, now they have changed the version. They have upgraded 2.55. What is the Azure CLI version? This is interview question. Please remember. Okay. So if you say 5.2.54 or 2.53, no harm in that. At the time you are using, that is the version. As I said, changes are happening weekly basis and monthly basis. Okay. Now latest version is what? 2.55. Okay. Yeah. Now clear the window. Okay. Yeah. Next. When I type PowerShell, who am I? This is the PowerShell command. Shaker, my name is displaying. Okay. Just I want to know PowerShell version. To know the PowerShell version, what is the command, guys? I would like to know what is the PowerShell version. Azure CLI version is different. PowerShell version is different in the market. What is the version of PowerShell? How to check? PS version table. 7.3 earlier. Let's see. PS version table.
It's a dollar PS version table.
You have to give
Sorry?
dollar in the beginning, sir.
No, not required that one. Okay, correct. Okay, 7.4. Okay, PowerShell version is what? 7.4. Clear? So my PowerShell was the latest version in my local as well. This is the PowerShell. Let us try what is the version. When I yes, version table 7.3, guys. I have shown you some examples to connect Cloud Shell using local on-premises PowerShell. That time I have installed latest version in our batch itself. Okay, 7.3. Within 15 days, they have launched another version, 7.4. So in my local machine, whatever the version is there, I have to upgrade it. That's it. Okay, yeah. Now I would like to know what is the Terraform version currently we are using in Azure Cloud Shell. What is the command? Just type Terraform. Just type Terraform.
Spelling mistake.
We are getting what? These are the commands. So what does it mean? Terraform is working fine in my Azure Cloud Shell. To know the version, very simple. Just to go for Terraform-V. What is that? Terraform-V. -V means version. So 1.3 is the version, guys. Terraform version is what? 1.3. Now tell me, how can I check latest version of Python? As he said, Azure Cloud Shell is a combination of PowerShell, Terraform, Python, shell scripting as well. So if you know any of these languages, happily you can write the code and directly execute it in Azure Cloud using shell.azure.com. As he said, it's a cloud-based and browser-based command line interface. Okay, how can you check Python version? Just
Python
type
-.
Python-V.
3.9.14.
What happened? Keyboard interruption. Yeah, Python version. Anything it should work. Yeah, 3.9 guys. Okay. Instead of that. Yeah, Python -V.
Spelling
Sorry.
mistake, sir.
Yeah,
Python.
yeah.
PY.
So any version, if you want to know just -V, that is enough, guys. It will display any technology. So for example, Terraform -V. See 1.3 Terraform version it is giving. Same way, AZ-V Azure CLI version. Okay, like that we can get the information about specific technology version. Now same way Python-V should display frozen. It is executing some relevant files to import it into Cloud Shell. Forget about it. Exit. Okay. Yeah. So what is the latest version of Python here? 1.3, right? Yeah, 3.9. 3.9.14. This is the Python version. So what does that mean? If you write the code out of these any scripting languages, happily we can automate in Azure Cloud. Okay, main intention why I'm explaining this much story is if you write the code in Terraform or PowerShell or shell scripting or Python, anything you can using them, we can automate services in Azure Cloud. Okay. Yeah. Next. So Terraform company, they have provided all the golden templates for every service in Azure. Okay. You have to mention only provider version, guys. Provider means what is the provider in Azure? Any idea?
Microsoft.
Yeah, Azure. What is the provider name in Azure? Azure RM. I said from starting onwards. Am I right? Azure RM. ARM templates, I can say. ARM means Azure Resource Manager. Yes or no? Okay. So Terraform is a open source. If you want to deploy one Terraform template in Azure, so what is the provider we have to use? Can anyone tell me? Azure RM. Azure RM is the template provider name that you have to implement in Azure templates. Okay, same template if you want to use it in AWS. What is the provider name we have to use in AWS? AWS only, guys. AWS is the keyword. Coming to the Azure RM is the keyword or provider name that you have to implement for every Terraform template. Clear? I am writing down. This is the one. Azure RM. This is one we have to mention for every Terraform template. Without this keyword, you cannot deploy any Terraform template in Azure cloud. Okay, so as you said, Terraform is a more readable format. Okay, now if people tell me function, okay, colon, open brackets and closing brackets. What does that mean? This is the function. What is the function name? ABC. Okay, same way, this is the syntax of Terraform template. Okay, first thing, in Azure, everything we will call it as what, guys?
Resource.
For
Resource
example, if I can call it out,
Service.
virtual machine, storage account, resource group, everything I will call it as what?
As a service.
Resource. Am I right? So I am giving a resource. What is that? Resource. Okay. So resource keyword is the common to automate any service in Azure using Terraform. For example, I would like to create one resource group using Terraform. So this is the keyword you have to use, resource. What is the resource type we are going to create, guys? Here, what is the resource type? A resource group. Okay, so Azure RM underscore resource underscore group. Okay, what is the this block name? This is the block, resource block. We have to mention block name is something else, ABC. That is up to you. Clear, guys? Now if people tell me, I want to create one storage account. How can you define? Even.
Resource Azure
Resource,
RM
Azure RM,
underscore storage
storage underscore account.
account
What is the name? STZ.
ST something else.
We have to mention them in double quotes. Here also. Clear? So this is more about name value pairs, key pair values. Terraform more about key pair values. Now to create the resource group, we require two parameters. What are they? Resource group name. Other one is what?
Location.
Other one is what? Location. I can say name. What is that? My RG. Okay, location. What is the location? East US. That's it, guys. If you want to deploy hundreds of resources, this is the syntax and architecture you have to follow. Whatever the services you are going to create, let it be. You least bother. This is the syntax. If I want to create one virtual machine, how many resources are required? One resource group is required. Storage account is required. Virtual network is required. Next, virtual machine size is required. Next, subnet is required. Virtual network and subnet. These all the resources are required. So all of them we have to include in, where is that? Terraform template. Okay. Here, what type of this template? Terraform. So you have to mention Terraform. Again, open bracket, closing bracket.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
These
It's breaking.
resources, Terraform only. Terraform / Azure RM. Okay, guys. Clear? Okay, sorry, not resource. This is the source, guys. Won't execute it directly. So they have go to terraform.io. I'm pinging a chart. So this is the one URL. We will use it as a reference. It is
Sir, your voice is break actually.
Breaking, sir.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir, a lot.
have it now?
Now also.
No, sir, you're continuously.
Hello? Sir, guys, now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have rejoined. Yeah. So this is the terraform.io. Now, just to observe the navigation, go to registry. Okay, click on providers. See, guys, where you are working on. AWS, Google, Azure Cloud, Kubernetes, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud. So they have provided different providers. They have provided different providers. we have to use them to deploy Terraform templates. So I am working with Azure. Just click on Azure. So this is the Azure RM, guys. This is the provider name. Now, just go to documentation. There is a documentation option. See guys, this is the Azure provider. If I go and verify, see guys, resource. What is that? Resource type. Resource type. This we will call it as a block. Block name is example. They have provided. I have provided ABC. They have provided example. So name, I have provided my RG. Location, East US. They have provided West Europe. So this is quite common for any Terraform template if you would like to install it on top of, what is that? Azure cloud. Okay, yeah.
What is the
See,
use
I
of
said
provider
right, this
block,
is the
sir?
Terraform. Provider is what? Azure RM. Okay, instead of Azure RM, if you mention AWS same template, you can host it into AWS, guys. Okay, here they have provided version 3.0.0. What is that? 3.0.0. Okay, so this is about what? How to use Terraform templates. Okay,
Sir, what are the features, sir? Sir? Hello? Hello, sir?
I think Sar is on mute. Shekhar sir, you are on mute times.
hello guys. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now audible.
Okay, so if you observe left side, okay, sorry, right, left side, see these are all the services, guys. Already Terraform people, they have provided the templates. So just you have to automate as per your requirement, guys. I will show you, see these many services already there in Microsoft Azure. So whichever the service you would like to automate, we can use these template as a reference template. These templates, we can call them as what? Golden templates. What is that, guys? Golden templates. Even developers will develop template by using these templates only. In real time, we will call them as gold. Okay, we will import these template for our requirement. We will modify and deploy into Azure cloud. We can automate and deploy into Azure cloud. Okay. Yeah, so how to deploy Terraform template in Azure cloud, that I will show you in next session. Tomorrow also we have a session. Tomorrow we will start deploying Terraform templates. Okay, guys.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Good
Yeah.
morning,
Okay,
sir.
guys. Tomorrow we'll connect back. Bye. Have a great day.
Sir,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir, one second, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you share me the link? Actually, the means Terraform. Means first we will check the provider regarding the.
Yeah, sure. I will share it.
Sir, in that providers inside features is there that one need a sir? Meaning
Inside
inside that providers block.
అది ఖచ్చితంగా టెరాఫామ్ ను అజూర్ లో డిప్లాయ్ చేయాలంటే ఖచ్చితంగా అది ఉండాలి.
దాని గురించి ఏమైనా అడిగితే ఏం చెప్పమంటారు సార్?
దాంట్లో
దాని గురించి
Practically.
అడిగితే ఫీచర్స్ అని ఉంది కదా సార్, ఫీచర్స్ కొంచెం పైకి
అది
వెళ్ళాలి.
నేను చెప్తాను. టెరాఫామ్ మనము ఆటోమేషన్ చేసి డిప్లాయ్ చేస్తాం కదా,
అవును సార్.
పైప్ లైన్ ద్వారా దాంట్లో ఇంటిమేట్ చేస్తాం.
ఆహా, దాంట్లో. ఓకే. Right, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Good day. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.